contagious, and churches says a healthy heart can be outrageous. So guard your heart from the start. Tune in to churches healthy heart.
Am so grateful to God to be able to introduce this lady and present to others Sister Yvette Smith Chiles. This woman reminds me of the virtuous woman in Proverbs 31. She's strong, she's wise, and kind. I hope you enjoy her words.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. And I am so grateful. Girl, if I could sing a song, I had a mic, I'd be like, I'm so happy because it's our party. I'm so happy to have my sister Yvette Childs that you have agreed to be on this fourth season of Be Kind for Healthy Heart. And God dropped in my spirit, girl, the first of the year, January or whenever it was, October. That's when the season started. Galatians 6:10, and it talked about being good to folks, and especially the household of faith. And then the word kindness was dropped in my heart. And I have been to, girl, too many funerals, you hear me? And folks be saying
Oh,
all
yeah.
this wonderful stuff about people. And I'm like, my God, they can't hear you. So I hope you told some of them so they could have enjoyed those words before they went on to be
Right.
where, So anyway, I asked God to give me opportunities. And girl, I'm asking people, even though we've talked before last season, I'm still asking because I know that we just have a limited amount of time and our life is like a vapor and we need to make the maximum out of that time. And I ask him to give me opportunities to speak kind words to people that I know, because if I've connected with you, it's something about you. Because like your shirt said, I ain't fooling with you. If I ain't fooling, but we done fooled with each other. So it's got to be something kind. So
Yeah.
Sister Yvette, I am so grateful and so humbled to be able to talk to you, such a kind person. And one example of your kindness is when I ask you, I know you busy because I follow you and I watch your page and you stay busy, but you said, yes, if I can help. Girl, and if that ain't kind, I don't know what to say, because I would have been okay if you didn't, but you didn't even hesitate. And that's kindness and your willingness, not just to help me, but people any and everywhere is an act of kindness that God has allowed me to see. Then, honey, I was talking to Pastor Medito the other day, and I was like, I get to talk to Yvette. I was all excited. And he said, good. She should be celebrated. I can't do his accent, but she should be celebrated because she's a gracious and generous woman. And I thought, man, we never know what people think about us. And
No,
think,
I'm honored.
girl, oh, girl, you just don't have no clue. You probably won't know until you get to heaven how many lives you've touched and what type of difference. But I get to pick this little bit of time here. And then your baby, honey, her post this morning, one of your babies, Summer, she had a post on her Facebook page about her mama's strength. And I was like, oh my God.
I haven't even
Right,
seen it this. I
girl,
have
and it
to
ain't for
go.
you. It's for me. It may not even be for you. It's because of your kindness and your humility. You ain't worried about all that. And how she talked about your strength. And I thought, God, you are allowing this woman to leave a legacy while she's still alive, that her children see her as a Proverbs 31 woman. Now, I know you don't play. I peeped your game back when you was at Forest, that I think you can get with somebody if you need to. But then your gentleness, oh my God. And then Yvette, your kindness and being so transparent. Girl, how you love hard. You don't have to share this. And then you shared in your pain when your friend passed away. And that shows kindness because you didn't just let her life be all it is. You went on to share, which is kind, the significance of that friendship and how you still loved her. And that was kind for you to be so transparent. And then the kindness you have for your children. Oh my God, I've never seen nothing like it in my life. Yesterday, I'm looking at all the people in your house, and you are enjoying and cooking. That's kindness. You got a whole bunch. I was trying to widescreen, then I thought, well, they probably wall-to-wall people, and you celebrate and you cook, and that's kind, girl. It takes strength to be kind. And then you celebrate your husband. You had nerve to get dressed up and be kind enough to show how foxy you still are with your honey bunny. And talk about it, I was like, look at God. She's living her life that it could be a reflection of what God's doing. Because looking at your character, you're so humble that you're not doing things to get the glory. You're just doing it because you're showing how good God is. And I'm just so grateful. And then another kind thing you do that you probably like, but when the last time we talked, you told me you still was going to work to take care of those babies, to hug and be kind to those babies one day a week, and you don't have to, and some of us don't even want to be kind to the neighbor we see, and you go out of your way to still be a nurse, ain't got to, and put that mask on. So this morning when I was thinking about you, girl, Proverbs 31 came to my mind about that virtuous woman, because you're just doing it. You're a doer. You're not just a talker. And that's kindness, to not be all like, some people be like, oh, I don't want to, no, I don't want to. You're like, I'm living my life out loud because my babies need to see. They too can. And then, girl, another kind thing you do by having, I only got 3 kids. I don't know. I forget how many you got. You got a whole bunch. Girl. And then they trickle out. And you never share any dirt, because I know ain't nobody perfect, and that's kindness, because you never show pain. And I know as a mama, we cry, girl, we cry, but you're so kind to bear up under that and keep pressing that those babies can see how good God is. And then, girl, another thing that you remind me of my mother-in-law. She's not here, but she used to say, Miss Chiles, do all you can while you can, because you don't know when you might not be able to. And that's what you remind me of. Because when I looked at that post with you with Quinn and the other little person, and I'm like, she got to be tired. She done cook for a slew full of people, and who knows if they even help her. So you are like doing all you can. And then guess what? Then I'm going to let you talk for real. I said, Yvette, can I be your friend? You know what you said? I don't even know if you remember. I texted you that or wrote you that. You said, yeah. That's what you said. You said yes. And here we are in our, whatever our age is, getting on 60 years. And you still got room enough for me. You said you would be my friend. Whew. Okay. So whatever you can share in general about or to anybody, please do, of how to be kind. And I'm gonna go on mute. But girl, you just don't have any idea how much this means to me that you said yes. And I praise God. So all right, sis, I'm shut up. You come on. And whatever you could say to encourage people to be something.
Well, I appreciate all your words. I don't know what it is. Probably not just me, but most people, it's difficult to accept compliments. Even if somebody says, oh, it's a pretty dress, it's just automatically you go, oh, this whole thing, whether it is or not. I don't know. I always just feel like most of the stuff I do is for me. Like you say, loving on babies, that's as much for me as it is for them, because it just does something for me to hold a baby, to love a baby. And the same thing to do. But it's wonderful to see your children grow up and recognize it, because one thing they don't do is they usually don't show it. Oh, you think they're not hearing me? They're not seeing me. And it is a great joy to see or to hear that your kids did listen. Sometimes you go, they were listening after all. And many, many times you think they're not. And I've shared this with you before. I always admired you when I was in church at Forest, because I always felt less than, because I'm not a Bible scholar. I can't recite scriptures and that kind of thing. I think I wish I could. I'm just not good at that. My daughter Tiffany, as you well know, she's good at that. Nikki and Adam, my son and daughter-in-law, they gave me a beautiful blanket for Christmas. And what did I have on it, Kennedy? 1 Corinthians 13. And I was like, I'm ashamed. I got to look that up. and see what it is. And they were like, call Aunt Tiff. I bet she know what it is. And she did. She did. But one thing my grandmother used to say all the time is, you don't have to be a Bible scholar. If you're a Christian, it should show in the way you conduct yourself and the way you treat other people. And that's one of the things that, and I've been told that before, people go, I don't know if you go to church or not, but you got to be a Christian. I can see it in your walk. Even when you don't think you're walking the way you should, that's a good thing if other people can see from you, because people they can't always relate to that quote in the Bible. Sometimes that turns people off. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but a lot of people are like me. They can't. I admire it in a way, but I know that I'm never going to be that way. That's one of the things when I started going debates that I'm still in awe that Pastor Williams can stand up
Got to
there.
take a quick break, be right back. But please remember to do everything with kindness. Got to take a quick break, a sponsor break. Healthy Hearts doing something new. Let us advertise what you got going on. Reach out to me.
Cha says a healthy heart can be contagious. Cha says a healthy heart can be outrageous. So guard your heart from the start. Tune in to Cha's Healthy Heart.
I started going debates that I'm still in awe that Pastor Williams can stand up there and never look down at a piece of paper. And when you see him preach, he can preach a whole sermon. He doesn't have a piece of paper. He can quote Bible scriptures. I'm like, that is a God-given spirit and talent. And I don't think I've heard a lot of preachers. I've never seen anybody in my life be able to do that. It's just so admirable to me. But I don't, the whole kind thing is just smile and, smile at strangers. I was in the grocery the other day and it was a white lady and we were both reaching for some hash browns. And it was right before before Christmas. And she said, oh, I'm trying to make this hash brown casserole that my aunt makes. And she wants to make it herself, but I think I can make it. And I said, oh, I'm making one too. So she said, which one are you making? So when I told her, I said, well, mine's with sausage. She said, that sounds good. So I said, well, give me your phone number. I'll send it to you. And she looked at me so strange, like, you will? I was like, sure. So she gave me her phone number and I texted her the recipe. So I was telling somebody afterwards and they were like, see, that's how you never meet a stranger. You're in the grocery store talking to total strangers. But she sent me a text a few weeks after that and said her casserole was good and everybody just loved it. So I didn't get her name. She didn't get my name. We'll probably never see each other again, but hopefully she'll remember that kindness. And it doesn't really cost you anything to be kind and to be nice to anyone. It really doesn't. So I said something the other day. I said, I wish they'd make something in the car that, when you pull in front of somebody unintentionally, that a little sign could go up and go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I said, usually I just put my hand up and sometimes they're yelling and cursing at you, but sometimes the other person will just smile and go, okay, I get it. It was an accident, didn't do it on purpose. So all those kinds of things are just kindness. And that I try to teach my kids to be kind to everybody. And like you said, you never know when what you said or did to somebody. And I've had people, when I was doing my travel nursing, on Facebook say, oh, you were always so nice. And it'll be somebody, I'm like, I barely knew this person. And they're like, you were always so nice to me, or you always had a smile, or I love to work with you. And I couldn't tell you what their name or barely remember them. But I thought, well, I must have said or done something, which I'm glad I did, because it would be much worse if somebody said, she was hateful and mean. So I'm glad that God put that spirit in me. I really am. Like my grandkids, Granny's silly, Granny's funny. My friends think you're so funny. So it irritates my mom. She'll always go, I don't know why you put things on Facebook, make you look so silly. I was like, you can't make anybody laugh. And if you can't laugh at yourself, so you just can't be serious all the time. So, and you probably know because you follow me. I was like, if I put something on Facebook, even if it's something that I did that was dumb, I thought if I laughed about it, it'll make somebody else laugh. And that's just fun to me, to make other people laugh or smile or be kind. But you are definitely one of the people at Forest that I always looked up to. You and Sister Allen, Gloria's mom. And she could be kind of gruff, but she was really as sweet as she could be. I remember when Adam was a baby and I didn't want to put him in the nursery, and she tapped me on the shoulder. She was ushering and she said, we got a nursery downstairs. And I was like, yes, ma'am, I know, he's okay. She said, hand me that baby, he'll be all right. She said, don't you come down here, he'll be just fine. And it was, she was kind but firm in the same way. But after that, I always took him and I was glad to hand him over. So she was one of those people. And Sister Britt, she'd always peppermint or some gum. If the kids were acting up, she'd turn around quietly and hand them a piece of candy or something, which she probably didn't think much of. But I always, quick, get it out. Get it in.
You're okay. There you go.
I'm like, Kennedy, help. So I just know that, just the small things mean a lot to people. And whatever, I'm shocked, Reverend Medito, again, you never think that you could make an impact on a pastor. Because I always, just think he probably thinks I'm crazy or that my kids are bad or crazy or whatever. So
he was excited when I told him, he said, that is good. She must be, I wish I could talk in his accent. She should be and must be celebrated. She's one of the most gracious women that I know. I was like, wow, like you said, you never know. But to God be the glory that we can hear it now, girl, and it's important.
How they live. And that's a great statement. Like you said, people say that stuff. It's like, I wonder if they knew that when they were alive. But as far as my friend that passed away, that's the only thing that kind of helped get me through it. We knew we loved each other. We used to talk about when we retire and get older, it's like, well, you can come stay with me or we'll be in the same nursing home. That I never doubted that she knew how much I cared for her. Not once, not ever. And that's something everybody doesn't have. Sometimes you think if I could have just said one more thing. And what happened to her, she went so fast and she had a stroke. And even though she was there, she wasn't herself. So we never really got to talk about what was going on, but I was always secure in the fact that she knew. And, everybody I worked with, we worked together for 40 years. They knew how close we were. And I miss her every day. I think when she passed, I posted every good thing that's ever happened in my life for the last 40 years. Every bad thing, she'd get that first phone call. And we didn't talk every day, but when we did talk, it was of substance. Sometimes she'd go, oh, I was out and I thought, oh, she called, something's going on. We didn't just call just for nothing. So I'm going to miss her till the day I die. But,
but you shared her with us, and that's kindness. You were not selfish with what a true friendship looked like. And that's what I admired. I read everything you said about her. And that's not long after that, I was like, can I be your friend? Because I saw how you loved your friend. And I'm like, my God, that is unconditional love that you ladies had for each other. And you celebrated her while she was alive and then still celebrating her memory. And that's what legacies are about, because you are a teacher that you don't even realize. And I guess it's none of your business because it's God's business, but you are teaching so many people, so many things. Because the last time we were together and chatted, and then I'm gonna let you go, somebody that don't talk to me often, Yvette, girl, why did she didn't say, hey, Charlene, hey, Chad, didn't say nothing. Oh, I really enjoy Yvette and those girls. I thought, well, praise the Lord. How you doing? Not really, but it just made a statement, because that's when Tiff and, at Summer, and I was like, my God, everybody don't have a lot of salutations, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. But when she said that, I thought, I didn't even know you talked to me out loud. I didn't know, but you sure did say how much you enjoy them, which is a blessing and a testament to you and your family because you guys share yourselves. And that's what I was talking to Summer about. I'm like, Jiminy Cricket, y'all just so happy to have people. But anyway, to God be
Yes.
the glory. I'm happy. I'm whoo, happy, happy, happy. I love people too. But when I see all them folks and all those, because not only are folks folks, but their personalities, girl, and to see that you can navigate all that. Well, anyway, to God be the glory. He's doing his God thing with you, girl. And I
Well,
thank you
I'm
so much. Mm.
like I told Tiffany that very first time, I said, I can't believe Miss Charlie wants to talk to me. She's like, Mama, please. Everybody loves you. So I was like, I didn't even know Miss Charlie knew I existed.
Yeah, girl, people watch it because you are a doer, you're not a talker. So they got to watch it. You don't flaunt your stuff, you just live in it. And that's what's so kind about you because it's to God's glory and your baby. So when you get a chance, read what Summer wrote because I was like, my God, thank you, Jesus, for this family that they like me.
Yes,
Everybody ain't gonna like you. Praise
we
God.
love you. And you
Praise
know,
God. Oh, girl, I love Tip. Well, okay, I won't hold you, sis, so you can enjoy your few hours and tell Kennedy I've never met her in person, but I saw her at the wedding that I
oh,
said
yeah.
hey, and she did good being born in that family. Okay. Say ta-ta from Cha-Cha and Sister
All
Yvette.
right. Hey, those grandbabies are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, girl. I got 7.
I know. Catch up with me.
Girl.
Cha-cha says a healthy heart can be contagious. And Cha-cha says a healthy heart can be outrageous. So guard your heart from the start.